So as usual, I tried to do the energy of the day reading and all these cards popped up. So I ended up pulling a couple of clarifiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually had 5 cards. I had to pull the final outcome and the advice. Okay, so let's start with you. You are, and you'll have to excuse me, I'm having sinus issues from yesterday, so I might sound a little stuffy, and you'll hear some sniffling because that lovely post-nasal drip. But anyways, so you are the Prince of Hearts. This represents you, and basically it's a message about love, a messenger bringing you a message about love. But you are the one that is love, and you're the one that gives out the messages of love. Or you could be waiting for a message of love. This is about real love, true love. With Venus in Libra right now, we are exploring our sexuality, but it's all about the real love. So you're deep in the Venus and Libra love. Obviously, you've established a relationship, some kind of relationship. So you're not waiting for a message of love. You're the one that gives the love. Okay, so you've obviously achieved something in the relationship. You are a high achiever. You're authoritative. It looks like you're the one that's directing this relationship, this love that you've just discovered. You are now setting the precedence, okay, because we were getting rid of 3D paradigms, so you could not project any of your previous relationships onto this one, even if you've done it before. We've all been forced to change in some degree or another, but it looks like you're a authoritative high achiever here, okay, because the Emperor is all the kings, and I think it's the Hermit too. The Hermit or the Heart? It's the Hermit. No, the Hierophant, excuse me. It's all the kings and the Hierophant, because the Empress is all the queens. And the High Priestess. Okay, so you're structuring this relationship as it should be. Apparently there was issues before, but now the slate has been wiped clean and you're starting all over again. So you're starting to build the relationship that you want, the relationship of your dreams. Okay, what's helping or hindering you? You are definitely getting messages in. You are the messenger. You're the one that sends out love. And because this has become your personal, this is truly who you are, and you've begun expressing it, you're gaining a lot of ground. So you are sending messages of love, and this is in fact building the relationship to how it should be, not so laden with all these 3D paradigms. You're building the relationship of your dreams where everything is going to be equal. I see some green in here too, so this has to do with relationship and finances. So wow, it looks like you're doing both of these too. So there's gonna be an issue with balance, just because I'm looking ahead over here. But yeah, there's messages coming in for you, and you are being directed by the universe to direct your love relationships, to guide it and bring it into this new I am love. You're getting your partner to recognize that he is love too, and his vibration has been raised along with help from the universe. So he's matching you at the moment. This is real love. This is real love, and the willingness to work on to build a solid foundation for a relationship, regardless of what has come before. Now, your foundation is the 9 of Wands. This is discipline. And with Saturn going direct this week, I can see how this is really going to come into play. You need to be disciplined and assert your boundaries when it comes to your relationships, okay? Your love relationships and your business relationships, obviously, because of this other financial information around here. Hmm. Also, too, this could be a warning of possible temptation. Um, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a tendency to flirt and a possible tendency to cheat this week also. So you need to stay disciplined. You can't let anything distract you. Stay focused and motivated. Balance your home and your family. Use your energy wisely. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is nightmares. Recently, you were forced to change because you ended up being aware of something, and this was a self acknowledgement. You acknowledge your faults and your shortcomings and all the things that you failed in your life. And we've been working for that inner peace, mastering the feminine and the masculine within us, and that creates a peace as we shed these 3D paradigms. So these nightmares come true is when we were forced to confront ourselves. But that's in the recent past. We've confronted ourselves and we've decided to move forward, right? Okay, so we have the Justice card in the crowning card. Now, if you do nothing, this is your final outcome. Justice is a reckoning. It's karma. It's divine timing. All these things are riding on you, okay? It will be easy to get distracted. And like I said, don't let the temptations get you, because that's only going to create more nightmares. And then this card will be in the near future instead of the near past. But there's definitely karma coming around. Bide your time. Wait for your openings, okay? You need to go with the flow, because when you are ready for an opportunity, the universe will present that opportunity to you. You can't go chasing things. You can follow up, but you can't chase things, because you'll only receive the opportunity when the time is right, okay? Wait for your opening to move, because there's a lot of action coming up here. These wand cards, and you have 4 wand cards. That's a lot of fast movement, aggressive action. Okay, so this with the discipline, that's combined focus. So you've been focusing a lot on yourself, on your happiest self, on your finances, on your love life. You know that you've done well and that you're honorable and true, and you're waiting for that payout, for that karmic payout. Okay, the Hermit, this is in the near future. Now the thing is, with sensitive and empaths, we get a lot of energy sucked out of us. And even if you're not a sensitive or an empath, just dealing with draining people can make us want to hide. And that's what the Hermit's about. The Hermit likes to be by his or herself, to reflect and think deeply. It's that inner knowing, looking internally for that spiritual guide. Now you've learned that's what you had to do. Previously with the Nine of Swords, you had to retreat and look within, and the messages will come to you. So, but you are the messenger, so you need to pay close attention to the messages that you're getting, okay? And you need to make sure you ground. The Hermit also retreats for grounding purposes. So what this tells me is there's a lot of action in your love life and in your business or new business, because we have the Queen of Wands and she's upside down. That's inspiration. And other cards over here tell me that it's about business and love. So you're supposed to have it all, but you have to focus on both of them evenly, okay? The universe doesn't like imbalances. So the Hermit is saying, you've got a lot of things going on. Don't forget to rest in between. You must balance, okay? And you also have to balance the male and the female within yourself. That's the idea of the Hermit retreating to get spiritual guidance. But there's another balance factor here. Because this is about love and financial, you have to balance your home and your work life too. Be very aware of that. It's okay to have determination and focus, but know when to take a break. Okay, and also don't slack. A lot of people are getting impatient, and that is the very next card I've got here. In your environment, you have the Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting for fruit to bear. This is basically frustration, okay? It's a frustrating time where you're working hard, getting your daily schedule down and done, checking everything off of the list, building your schedule in terms of home and work, and you're still waiting to see fruit, okay? So there's a little bit of frustration here. Like this says, you have to bide your time, all in divine timing. I know it's frustrating, but you cannot attach yourself to an outcome. That is number one fail in the law of attraction, okay? One, you must want it. Two, you must be able to let it go. So you have to want something, but you have to give that up to the universe. Oh, well, if it's meant for me, then the opportunity will arise. And if it's not meant for me, then that opportunity will disappear. Take it as it comes to you, because you're the messenger. You're the one that's receiving the information to know when to go, stop, do it again, harder. Okay, knock it off, you perverts. That's not what I'm talking about. So, King of Wands is a very dynamic figure, very authoritative. This is a man of action. This is also a call to action. You might get help from somebody who you can count on for good advice. Authoritative, fast-moving, decisive action. So it looks like you're making decisions really quickly because you already know what you want. You have universal guidance. And when you're unsure, you go within to find the answers, or to still yourself in order to receive the messages. Now, your hopes and fears, there's still a little bit of sorrow. This might be speaking to, your love relationships, because to me, that's some kind of interference from a third party. Like, if this is in regards to a relationship, then somebody could be talking smack into your loved one's ear, or it could be somebody they're fooling around with, or that somebody that's trying to fool around with them, somebody who's put an offer on the table to them or is trying to attract them. Okay, or it could be even you. You might be attracting all kinds of people hitting on you and flirting with you, and just noticing that you're vibrating high and are in fact glowing. Distraction, don't fall for it. You have real love over here. You're starting to build something really, really solid. So don't even play that. Resist all temptation. Stay on course, because your reward is going to be coming. Now, the Queen of Wands is inspiration, and she's the final outcome, but she came out upside down. So that's telling me that there is a lack of motivation. This frustration energy is really starting to wear on you, and you're losing your motivation. It's becoming hard for you to focus. That's yet another distraction. You need to keep your eye on the prize, okay? I know it's coming, and it's coming slowly, and you just want it all right now, because, you know, the wands is a fast moving energy, so you just want it dropped on your lap, and it's not coming at the moment, just because of lack of energy. And I see the reason why down here with these additional advice cards. Okay, so I'm going to start at the end, just because we're talking about lack of motivation and energy. Okay, the Sun. Usually this is a very bright and new beginning, and it is. There's new beginnings in relationships and finances, because I see that over here, the Ten of Pentacles. That's financial protection, nurturing protection. It's just protection all around. The universe loves you. This is part of your reward, okay, for doing your work. But the Sun is about energy, so there's going to be some kind of light on. This looks like you. Definitely something is going to come to your attention, or this the Queen of Wands, the inspiration being upside down, meaning lack of motivation or lack of energy. Okay, and then you have the energy card over here too. And sometimes when the sun shines too bright, it bakes you and in fact drains you. So there may be too much focus on, you're not spending your energy wisely. Okay, so all these things that are distracting you are draining you from your path. But obviously these are things that need to be handled, right? Because the sunshine shines light on it. It's a spotlight, meaning, hey, I'm here. So there's a lot of energy being devoted here, and it looks like since you're really busy, that's going to drain on you too. You're busy, you're juggling multiple projects, and you're juggling the home and the work life. So you're going to be tired. That's where the Hermit's going to become important, because you have to replenish. Okay, when your cup is starting to get empty, you have to refill it. Otherwise, like in the page of Prince of Hearts over here, excuse me, it's also the Page of Cups. You have to refill your cup, regenerate and recharge before you can pour out from it again, right? Okay, so that's what this is saying. There's a lot of intense energy and focus. A lot of focus, a lot of discipline. Stay on course. Don't get distraction. Don't get distracted. Don't lose your motivation, okay? You're headed exactly where you're supposed to, and just trust in the universe that when the time is right, the opportunities will be presented to you. Okay, now I already mentioned the Ten of Pentacles being financial protection and nurturing protection. 10 is the completion of a cycle, okay? And I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is in relation to you as a whole. This is pertaining to your love relationships and your business that you've been working on. Because you are doing your work, you are able to manifest what you need when you need it. However, it's still coming a little slow, and that's where the frustration and lack of motivation comes in. Don't lose your discipline, okay? Don't do it because you're almost there. Keep going. Keep honing your craft. Keep your head down. Keep your schedule and produce, because you will reap, okay? That's what justice is all about. You will be reaping your karma, okay? If you're putting in the work, you're going to get that back. And what's the law? What goes out comes back to you threefold. Okay, so whatever energy you're putting out or putting into your relationships and putting into your finances, you are going to see some fruit bear. However, you must exercise patience and wait for your opening. Now, the Prince of Swords, that's ingenuity. That's fighting for an idea. This is also possible help from a message from somebody who has some wise advice for you, or you're going to be giving somebody some wise advice. This might be what your work is. This might be what your love relationship is. You are probably the one that's teaching people how to overcome, and you're helping pass around the tools that you've learned. That's why you're the messenger here and you receive the messages, okay? You're an authority figure. You're it. You're the messenger. You're the one that spreads love. You're the one that spreads hope. You're the one that lifts people's vibrations, okay? The last card, Eight of Swords, indecision. I think you just have so much stuff going on that you don't even know where to start. And that's part of the lack of motivation. Okay, so you've got to be clear on your intentions. Be clear what you want to do. If you have to write stuff down, write it. If you don't have a pen and a paper, send yourself a text message or an email. If you don't feel like typing it out, use the microphone. Do whatever you can to record it on some type of media so you can come back to and look at your intentions and goals that you set for yourself. Okay? All right, so that's your daily reading for the day. It's the cards of the day. See you guys later.